You can't hurt me. There's no stopping me now.
Welcome to our very first segment of Fearless Female Safety with Lisa, where we bring safety empowerment to you. I'll be your host today and your safety mentor as we focus on important safety topics that women, teens, and children face, including various acts of harm, violence, abuse, bullying, and human trafficking, which are happening right in our own communities, cities, and across the country. We will also talk about ways to help educate and protect you and your family, plus providing information around resources and support services available if you find yourself needing help. Each segment will be eye-opening as I share stories and scenarios from other women that I have learned over the numerous years of teaching self-defense and safety instruction with the mission to help empower you and prevent you from becoming a victim or another statistic. Thank you to WXED 107.3 FM for the opportunity to host this important show, and to my friend Valentina for the music included in this segment, There's No Stopping Me Now. When I listen to that song, it really excites me and makes me passionate about how there is no stopping women as we become empowered, fearless, and confident in taking charge of our safety and the safety of our families and friends. Whether you turn on the TV, watch the news, or read your social media feeds, you will clearly see the increase in violent acts against women. Ladies, the time is now to make the commitment to best educate and prepare yourself as a top priority with the goal to decrease your chance of becoming a victim and help to bring an end to the violence against women, teens, and children. Let's face it, the world can be a dangerous place for women, teens, and children. We can find ourselves in an unsafe situation at a moment's notice, often feeling helpless, afraid, and unprepared. We've all heard of stories about other women and children, and maybe someone you personally know, who have found themselves in an unsafe situation or victim of some form of harm or violence. Could we have done more to prevent these situations by occurring by preparing ourselves and our family and friends with effective safety education and skills for them to protect themselves? How are you currently protecting yourself and your family? I thought, what would be the best place to start our first Fearless Female Safety series, and I immediately realized it would be important to start with a refresher on getting back to the basics. So I'm going to call it Fearless Female Safety 101. So whether you're at home, work, school, traveling, running errands, there are a few basic yet essential tips and safety skills that are so important for you to practice and utilize in any situation that can help you to decrease your odds of becoming a victim and to stay safe no matter where you are. I like to refer to them as the 3 A's of safety: awareness, avoidance, area around you, or your personal space. Now, these sound simple, and you may think, I already do this. But do you? These are 3 basic yet essential principles that, when practiced daily, will become a normal instinct for you and will help to prevent you from being involved in an unsafe or potentially harmful situation. These are the most important concepts you need to remember with practice and repetition. So please make a commitment to yourself starting today to take these basic yet important steps towards your safety and the safety of your family and friends. So grab a notepad and paper and pen because you won't want to miss this important information. So let's begin our safety journey together with the first A of safety being awareness. Awareness is a commitment or even a common sense that you are in a moment and cognizant of your surroundings and your senses are fully engaged, allowing you to recognize or anticipate a potential harmful or unsafe situation and will be ready to be proactive in your actions to prevent it. When talking or texting on your cell phone, we all get so involved in the conversation. We have our eyes down and our head buried in our phone, and you won't be aware or notice things around you. I want you to pick a safe spot or an area when you are doing these things, especially when you're walking to your car or in an unfamiliar area. If you're in your car or on your phone, make sure your doors are always locked. How about when you're listening to music or using headphones or earbuds or earphones, maybe when you're walking or jogging? I want you to make sure that you only use them in one ear and keep the other ear free. So when you do go on those jogs or walks, I want you to always avoid being solo. Stay on a visible public path, no shortcuts, no quick late night walks, or quick jog alone, especially in the dark. Don't venture out into an unfamiliar area on your own where you can't find yourself able to get to help or escape quickly. But if you have to be alone, then let someone know exactly where you are, how long it will take for you to get there. Maybe it's to your car or your exact location, and immediately call them when you get there. Ask them to call for help if they don't hear from you within that established time frame. I want each of you also to be aware of a new universal hand signal for awareness of asking others for help. The signal starts with holding up your hand with your thumb tucked into your palm and then folding your fingers down, symbolically trapping your thumb in your fingers. This is designed as a single continuous hand movement rather than a sign held in one position that could be made visible. I want you to please look this up, because you may have to notice others using it, or maybe you may need to use it for yourself. Now let's talk about the second important A of Safety 101 being avoidance. Avoidance is a behavior or action that one takes to escape or prevent from being involved in a potentially unsafe situation. Maybe you even found yourself in a situation where you get that gut feeling that something isn't right and you just don't feel safe. Maybe it's when you're walking or jogging alone, getting to your car at night, or even being in an unfamiliar area. Always go with your gut feeling. Now, here are some ways to practice avoidance. Find that escape route and only engage with your attacker as a last resort if you can't find an escape route. Use the buddy system and stick with a group. Try not to walk alone, as I mentioned before. Stay in those well-lit areas. And when you're passing an alley or opening in between buildings, be very careful and look there to make sure no one is able to jump out at you unexpectedly. If you can't avoid being alone or walking to your car alone, carry a protective item with you, such as pepper spray, a stun gun, a sharp item like the stabby kitty I have on my own keychain, or even as a last resort, a pen or your keys in your knuckles. Try to get that item out of your purse before you start walking. Always check the back seat of your car or hatch in your trunk from the outside of your vehicle. Before you get in, immediately always lock your door. Keep your cell phone available if you need to make a 911 call. I don't want you fumbling in your purse looking for your phone. I want you to always watch your valuables. Don't openly wear jewelry or rings that would bring attention to you. Maybe turn your ring inside of your hand when you're walking. Wear a crossbody purse or versus a backpack with an open zipper in the back. Ladies, ask for assistance to walk to your car at night, such as from another friend or even from a security guard. And don't be afraid to remove yourself from a situation when you get that gut feeling that something isn't right. Maybe you're in an office building at night and the elevator door's open and the door opens, there's all men there, no women. You feel just a little uncomfortable. Don't feel afraid to say, I'll take the next one. I want you to always be careful when going down stairways of buildings alone, especially at night, as you can get cornered in those stairwells. If you see something that looks unsafe, go in the opposite direction, even if that's the direction in which you needed to travel. Another tip, call for help when you first sense something and don't wait until it's too late, and try not to engage with a stranger, especially if they pulled up to you in a car and maybe trying to engage with you to bring you closer to their vehicle by asking something such as simple directions. And if you see something potentially escalating or heating up from a distance, such as a fight, people's voices yelling at each other, maybe you're in a crowd and will get trapped, immediately remove yourself from that situation and don't wait to see what happens. Lastly, I would like to talk about the third A of Safety 101, the area around you or your personal space. This is your buffer zone, which keeps people at a safe distance and decreases the ability to reach, touch, grab, threaten, or even strike you. If you consistently practice awareness and avoidance, you will decrease your chance of someone entering into your personal space, but it can sneak up on you unexpectedly. I want you to, ladies, extend your arms both out at your sides, and your personal space is the space between your fingertips. This zone keeps others away from entering into your personal space, as you need to give them permission or to ask to enter or come closer. Always be polite but firm. Step back, hold up your arms and send the signal, stay away. Don't worry about hurting someone's feeling. It is always better to be safe than sorry. Did you know that your voice is a powerful weapon? Yelling strong words such as no, stop, help will bring attention to you. And remember to always try to flee and escape as a last resort. But once they're in your personal space, it's already gone too far. And you must react quickly to do something that will open up your opportunity to get away or escape. Unfortunately, this is the time to react and defend yourself with that personal protective item that you're carrying, and knowing simple yet effective self-defense skills using the element of surprise. We teach these skills in our classes, and I would recommend everyone to take a self-defense class to learn how to protect yourself if you have no choice but to have to fight back. Remember, the eyes, nose, throat, groin, knees, and shins are good striking targets, with your goal to react fast and hard and to immediately try to get away or escape for help. Also, never get into a car of a stranger and do whatever possible to avoid them forcing you into the car, whether use of a weapon. Statistics show that your chances of survival significantly decrease if you are moved to another or second location. So take your chances while in a public area, even if it might mean you getting hurt, as you have a better chance of someone helping you or getting you to safety versus being taken to a remote location with no help. Lastly, if you find yourself a victim of abuse and need to seek help, please immediately call 911 or be aware of some important hotlines available to help, such as the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-SAFE, or the Natural Sexual Assault Hotline at 1-800-656-HOPE. Ladies, you just learned the most basic yet essential safety skills that will help to protect yourself and those you care about. Maybe this was even a refresher course for some of you. But make no mistake, regardless of what your level of safety knowledge might be, these skills must become second nature in practice in every situation to be most effective. I'm asking you to make a commitment today to yourself and your family to use and practice these important principles, to make them become your automatic instincts to help you become confident, empowered, and fearless. Remember to always carry additional safety items with you to help protect you, and take a self-defense class to increase your skills and confidence. So thank you for tuning in to our very first segment of Fearless Female Safety with me, Lisa, your host and safety mentor. I would ask that you please share this important safety information with other women and children. And I look forward to you tuning in again to our next Fearless Female Safety segment with me on May 1st at noon, as we continue to share safety tips and other important topics such as bullying, human trafficking, safety while traveling, and much more, as we continue to bring safety empowerment to you. I'd love to hear from you, and I can be reached via my email at fearlessfemalesafety@gmail.com. And for more safety information, my website is www.fearlessfemale.net. If you missed any part of the segment, it will be archived on www.WXEDFM.com. Go to the archive shows under the Mary Ann Shaner folder and under Fearless Female Safety. So till next time, be fearless, get empowered, stay safe, and remember, there's no stopping you now. Till next time.